Right now we're in Heritage Sound Studios, which is it's where we recorded our album. It's a secret little hideaway on Bacon Crock Street, above a prominent music store, and yeah, this is where the magic happens.
Okay, well, I think it all started way back. We won't go to the actual years exactly, but Graham and I have been best buddies for years. We played in a band together, and when that band came to an end, we decided, you know, let's put another band together. Let's kind of make things happening. We struggled for about 5-6 years trying to put a band together. We put it together, but things weren't working, and we needed the missing ingredient, and the missing ingredient was one times Rusty Rousseau. We needed a drummer who could seriously bring. I'm a bass player and I sing, so for me, I need that power cornerstone in the band. And when Bren, we begged him and we asked him to please come and play a show with us. We didn't even know if we were going to be a band, and the show went off so well that like that evening after the gig, we all looked at each other and we were like, "Hey man, let's do this thing."
The better part of 18 months, give or take, you know, a day or two.
Yeah. Brennan played a major role in the recording of the album, just with his experience and things like that, which brought us to a place where we took some big risks in that we decided to self-produce the album.
I think the whole process was awesome. We didn't have a producer, but because we had so much time on this thing, we were never too close to it, you know. We were able to be away from it for 3 weeks. We wouldn't look at anything, and then come in and quickly put an extra guitar bit down, and then listen to it 2 weeks later. Oh, really not happening, not digging it at all. Scrap that song, redo it, or what, you know, etc., etc. I mean, people's ears are getting a little more, you know, refined and in tune, and they know when people are tricking them. You know, I think that they are. I mean, that's the sense I get. So we try to keep as you know, as authentic as possible when it comes to that.
We also chose to mix the album ourselves with Ryan Loebscher, who's a very good friend of ours.
Yeah, for me the best part of recording was actually watching Brendan play drums, because if you think about this, he's the guy who actually operates the desk and sets levels and presses record and says, right, play the guitar part. But there was no one around to do that when he was actually tracking drums, so we had to sit and do that, and we got a crash course in Pro Tools, and you know, so yeah, we had a lot of fun doing it.
And we every now and then we would push, like, what's it, Control Z or something, which is like full delete. Again, we would do it. We wouldn't know that Brendan was like, he just finished, and sometimes Brendan's like, he can do the opposite of how he feels. You can go like, which actually means that was one of the best takes I've ever taken. And I'm thinking like, that was the lamest drums I've ever played, and I'm Control Zing this whole thing before Brendan's even like, and I'm like, don't worry bro, I've Control Z'd the whole thing, it's gone. And he's like, no!
I just want to talk about the one track we did live in studio called Take Your Love Out of Me, and it was really fun because we just literally, we weren't going to do it live, and then what happened was, the reason why we did live, the whole song is based off this one pulsating effect that Mike's got in his bass guitar. It's kind of a slicer kind of cool effect, and we just rocked it out.
It was one of those 1, 2, 3, and that was it.
Yeah, it was so fun.
It feels the same with you. We find love in the dark times.
Because we are huge, absolutely huge fans of Rescu. Not here to talk about us, here to talk about them. And I just have to say, first time I heard the album was actually in the studio here at Marshall Music and was tracked by Rusty. I think it actually was just a tracking, it hadn't even been mixed yet. And I just sat there and I was like, this is going to be huge. And it is.
Okay, so we pretty excited. We just got signed to Sheer Sound, 2 Feet Music, and yeah, we're going to be heading up to Joburg as well, doing some shows up there, and going up to meet the label. And so we really privileged. The whole process happened so quickly.
I think labels want to sign. There's the saying: labels want to sign gagas. You know, they want to sign people that they guarantee they're going to sell 1 million albums straight away. So signing with a record label in this climate doesn't really make a hang of a lot of sense. They're under a lot of pressure. But for us as a band, we just struck a great relationship with Rob and Mel, specifically at Sheer Music. and we're very privileged to be on board there.
They're a great label to be signed to. You know, they're really current, they're really happening. They've signed the Skirts, Taxi Violence, and a whole bunch of other Plush, and they're really kind of, you know, bands that we'd love to perform with and kind of be associated with. You know,
but I think they seem to be the most current label. You know, just in terms they're very up to date. They're very current, you know, very now in terms of what's happening in this country with music.
When you say current, do you mean like raisins in your muesli?
Black
or
currants,
like,
exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I think we don't expect overnight success either. I think we're very clear about the road that we're on and the process. And the process is taking the album, playing it to South Africa, day in and day out for as long as it takes for us to build up a fan base. And from there to continue to write better songs, better albums.
Play some shows, get really tight, get really good at what we do live in terms of promoting the current album. And I know there'll definitely be another album that we'll record. And yeah, and I look forward to seeing what we can do as a live act in this country. 5 years from now, hey, hopefully we'll have an island somewhere and a jet ski and whatever.
I think we're at a place where we're okay being the big fish in a small pond, you know, instead of being a small fish in the big pond. You know, I think we're happy with that. And if something else happens along the way, bonus. We're blessed already to be able to play music.
We shot a music video about 2 months ago with Nomad Productions here in the city. They did an absolutely incredible job. Everyone involved, all the models and the crew, everyone that came on board was just amazing. It's for the first release single called I Did It For You, and as Graham's already mentioned, you can watch it on YouTube, youtube.com/The Rescu. And thanks to Rash Ferguson from Vector Collective that did an incredible edit. We recently shot a second music video with Dougal Patterson. That'll come out pretty soon. And you can watch MK for the music video. Yeah.
We've got a web page up that you can check out. It's probably the first place that you want to go to, which is therescu.com. I might add the Rescu is spelled without an E because we don't do E. So it's rescu.com. That's the main place. And on that site you'll find links to our Facebook page, to our Twitter page, and to our YouTube accounts where you can watch our music video as well. And yeah, look us up, like us, and follow us. That'll be amazing.
Same as that guy.